Hey guys, let's prepare this classic and authentic Indian dessert that is Angoori Rasmalai with all the detailed tips and tricks. So make sure you watch the video till the end if you want to replicate the same. So let's begin the recipe. First up, in a pan, take a liter of milk and let it come to a good boil. I'm using this low fat packaged cow's milk and try using cow's milk only for best results. Let it come to a good boil. Meanwhile, in another bowl, I am taking 2 tablespoons of vinegar along with 4 tablespoons of water in it. You can also use lemon juice instead, but I personally prefer using vinegar. Keep it aside. The milk has also come to a good boil. Turn off the flame and let it cool down a bit. This step is very important, friends. Let it cool down for at least 4 to 5 minutes, because if you'll directly add the vinegar into the hot milk, then you won't get that desired results. So it has cooled enough. I'm going to add the vinegar in batches and keep mixing it all the while. So keep adding and keep mixing until you see the way water is completely separated. You can see the way water is now completely separated from this cheese curd, also known as Chenna. And this whey water is very nutritious. You can use for doughs or soups. Now I'm going to strain out the excess water and wash it under the fresh water for about 2 to 3 minutes. Tighten the knot and now tightly knot the cloth and again wash it for another 2 more minutes. And then I'm going to twist the cloth and strain out the excess water. You can see the water is dripping in drops. That's the perfect stage. At this stage, I'm going to keep it aside for about 15 minutes over a strainer or sieve. Meanwhile, we can start preparing our rabdi. For this, I've taken a liter of milk and here I'm using full fat milk. Keep stirring it for about 4 to 5 minutes over low medium flame. You can see the milk has started to reduce. At this stage, I'm going to add in half a cup of sugar. Mix it. And then I'm adding a few strands of saffron for flavoring as well as color, along with some cardamom powder. Mix it and let it cook for about 4 to 5 minutes on medium flame. So guys, here I'm adding a pinch of yellow food color, but it's perfectly optional. You can also use a pinch of turmeric powder instead. Mix it and let it cook further for another 2 more minutes. So this basic rabdi is ready. If you want, you can add some dry fruits also here. And try not to keep the consistency very thick. Keep this aside, and next we are going to prepare some sugar syrup, for which I have taken 1.5 cups of sugar in a large pan. Add about 5 to 6 or 1.5 liters of water and let it come to a good boil. So this basic sugar syrup is ready. We do not want any 1 or 2 string consistency. Now let's check our cheese curd or Chenna. You can see it has turned dry but still has some moisture. And guys, when you're pressing it, you can hear slight noise. That means it's perfectly done. That's the perfect texture. Knead it for about 3 to 4 minutes or until it is smooth like butter. You can also use a scraper. So I did it for almost 4 minutes. And here I am adding a teaspoon of corn flour. You can also use maida or all-purpose flour instead. And now again knead it for another 3 more minutes. And guys, if you feel the Chenna is too moist, then you can keep it in the refrigerator just for about 10 to 15 minutes. So I feel this texture is perfect. I'm going to make small balls to make rasmalais because I'm making Angoori Rasmalai. But if you want, you can follow the same process and form bigger balls if you want to make rasgullas. So all my mini balls are ready. Now I'm going to switch on the flame of the sugar syrup. Let it come to a good boil, and when it comes to a rolling boil, add the balls one by one and then immediately cover it with the lid. Make sure the flame is on highest and it's continuously boiling. Let it boil for first 5 minutes undisturbed. After 5 minutes, I'm going to remove the lid and check. You can see the balls have fluffed up. At this stage, you can add some all-purpose flour mixed with water. And guys, if you want, you can check my rasgulla video also. I have uploaded that on my Hindi channel. I'll give you the link in the description box below for the detailed tips and tricks. In total, we have to cook it for about 12 to 15 minutes. And if you feel the water is drying up, then you can add some hot water from the sides. So I totally cooked it for almost 13 minutes. It's going down in water, which means it's perfectly cooked. And if you feel that it's floating on top, then you can cook it further for another 2 more minutes. Remove them out in a bowl filled with water. You can see how soft they have turned out with that perfect texture. Squeeze them and place them onto a plate. And then pour some rabdi which we just prepared. It has turned out so tempting. And you have to soak them in this rabdi for about 4 to 5 hours. And guys, if you soak them overnight, then nothing like it. Now I'm going to sprinkle some dry fruits. If you want, you can also add some saffron or any nuts of your choice. Let me take a bite of this Angoori Rasmalai and show you it's so soft and juicy. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's recipe, and if yes, do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more such easy recipes. I'll see you soon in the next coming video. Until next time, bye bye.